Hello folks, and welcome back to a demo video. Today we are making a galette. I chose to make a savory galette for you guys today, and we're going to start off with our spices. We've got black pepper, salt, and some garlic. The recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic, but I used a garlic paste instead. We also need about 1.5 pounds of tomatoes, so I have 3 nice large tomatoes here, and about half a bag of shredded cheddar cheese. This recipe can also be made sweet using apples or a can of pie filling. But for our savory recipe today, we're going to be starting by slicing up the tomatoes, making sure to avoid the stems. I like to just slice on either side of the stem and cut that little guy out. So slice up that tomato completely thoroughly. Then once it is completely sliced, all of the tomatoes, add them into a bowl, which I have just off screen. Oh, there it is. And add in your salt, pepper, and garlic paste. I had to really shake that guy out. He was a little stuck in there. But once everything is in there, give it a quick stir. And you want to let that sit for about 10 to 15 minutes because you want to kind of extract some of the juices from the tomatoes, because other than that, you're going to make the bottom of the galette, the pie pastry crust, very soggy. So after they've sat for about 10 minutes, prepare some paper towels. I probably could have made it a bit wider with the paper towels, kind of spread them out on the counter a bit more. But this worked fine. So transfer your tomato mixture onto the paper towels and pat them dry. A lot of tomatoes there. I didn't end up using all the tomatoes, and you can see the liquid that was left over. So I'm patting my tomatoes dry. You can also do this with a sweet filling. If you guys want some adorableness, look beyond the counter. You can see my dog making an appearance. Next, for any of the pies you want, or the galettes, you want to grease your cookie sheet because a little bit of spillage is inevitable. So I have prepared my pastry crust ahead of time. I chose to make a whole wheat pastry crust since I was serving this to my family for dinner and I wanted to make it a little bit healthier. But if you don't remember from Culinary 1 how to make a pie crust, check out the additional video uploaded on how to make a simple pie crust. So with this, you want to roll out a 12-inch circle and leave about 1.5 inches to 1 inch all the way around, so you have room to fold up your edges. So sprinkle your cheese into the middle circle there, again leaving that 1.5 inches to 1 inch all the way around. Then once your cheese is on, add your filling. Now at this point, if you're using a sweet filling or either of the sweet fillings, so the apple or the can of pie filling, just dump that again into the center of your rolled out dough, making sure to leave enough on the side so that you can fold up your dough. Now you really want to mound it on top because any of the fillings you use are going to bake down, and this tomato mixture was so delicious I had to have a little bit of it. Next, here we go. We are folding up the filling. You really just want to fold up all of that excess. Mine cracked a little bit because it was very cold from the fridge. So just smooth it over. Use the heat of your hands to warm up that pie crust a little bit and melt away those cracks. So fold it up. I like to do this little kind of crimping fold, as you can see, like folding it and then folding it again, kind of overlapping a little bit so it gets a nice scalloped edge, and do that all the way around your pie crust. I squished it in to make sure it's up as high to minimize spillage a little bit. Alright, so let's get baking. We are baking at 400 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes for a fresh filling and 25 minutes for a canned filling. I showed you guys my little pastries I made from my excess pie crust, and there is the galette in the center of the oven, in the center of the rack, and we're gonna let her bake. And there it is, our finished galette. You can see it's still steaming from the oven, and look how much the tomatoes have cooked down. So that's why you really want to mound that filling and cook till the bottom of the crust is golden brown. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and I can't wait to see your finished products.